Michigan's bridges are deteriorating faster than they can be fixed. Bridges with weight limits or closed signs might become a familiar sight.
TV5 investigative reporter Meredith St. Henry went out with road commissions to see what's leading to bridges deteriorating and the chances of them being repaired. Meredith, what did you find?
County road commissions in our area are trying to do whatever they can to keep bridges in decent condition, but they tell me it's tough. Data I compiled from the U.S. Department of Transportation Federal Highway Administration shows out of all 50 states, Michigan ranks 11th for having the highest percentage of bridges in poor condition.
Who doesn't like bridges?
Built to get your car over water, a road, or railway.
The lifespan of a bridge is about 50 years.
For a short piece of road, they're really expensive.
There are more than 11,000 bridges in Michigan.
The bridges are the most closely inspected portion of the road.
All right, so this has two piers.
Look at this.
When you're driving, you probably don't notice the condition that it's in.
A lot of times with these bridges, they're getting worse. There's not a lot I can do.
A closed bridge is like having no bridge.
Data from Michigan's Transportation Asset Management Council showed across the state about 3,700 bridges are in good condition, about 6,000 are in fair condition, more than 800 are in poor condition, and more than 400 are in severe condition.
You know, sometimes we just wish we could get up to average. If we were an average state with average bridge conditions, you know, I think that would feel more comfortable than being one of those states with poor bridges.
County road commissions own a majority of the state's bridges, and just 5 out of the 83 road commissions in the state are responsible for 200 or more bridges in their jurisdiction. Saginaw County is one of them, with 205 bridges.
Tough shape. They're in tough shape.
61 of the bridges owned by the Saginaw County Road Commission are in good condition, 94 are in fair condition, 26 are in poor condition, and 24 are in severe condition.
25% are weight restricted. They're structurally insufficient. They can't handle the truck traffic that, you know, normal trucks. So that we're struggling.
I went out with the Saginaw County Road Commission because I wanted to see firsthand what conditions these bridges are in. We're on Brennan Road in Brant Township. This bridge goes over this river. It was built in 1898, reconstructed in 1996, and since 2016, inspectors have continuously rated this bridge in poor condition.
Well, this bridge, structurally, the beams underneath have problems that make it, you know, so it has a weight problem. You know, railing-wise, obviously this railing has seen an impact. It stopped somebody from going in the stream, but it's still obvious. You can see that everything got bent and pushed. And, you know, we have the bend here in the guardrail where the tree fell on it last weekend. So those kind of, you know, wonderful things that just happen over and over.
In Genesee County, it's a similar story.
When it comes to getting applications in, I work very dang hard.
Their road commission owns 118 bridges. 51 are in good condition, 46 are in fair condition, 12 are in poor condition, and 9 are in severe condition. One of their bridges in severe condition has been closed since November.
I don't like it. I certainly share frustrations with residents and motorists that have to deal with bridges that are closed.
It's in Mount Morris on Francis Road going over a creek.
So on Francis Road, you have a multitude of problems there. You have everything that kind of is part of a structural sequence on that thing is in rough shape. I have bad beams. I have bad abutments. My deck is bad. On the top, I have railings that are failing. They're falling apart bad. I've got a road that's in really rough shape itself.
For both road commissions, the holdup to fix bridges like these comes down to funding.
Every material associated with the bridge has increased over the years, and since I've been building bridges, I've noticed the cost almost double on most of our bridges.
You can spend $1 million to do 50 foot of road, or you can spend $1 million to overlay 4 miles. And when you look at that, it makes it hard to prioritize that 50 feet.
To put how much a bridge costs in perspective, this bridge on Hemlock Road in Saginaw County used to look like this. It was redone in 2023 at the cost of $1.5 million.
We did not replace the substructure. We did not replace the concrete underneath the abutments. This was just basically new beams and a new deck, new railing, new guardrail approaches.
Besides the cost of a bridge, the funding for it is highly competitive.
Largest source of money going into any county road agency is going to be state money. They call it the Michigan Transportation Fund.
Every year, each road commission gets to submit 3 bridges that need attention to the state.
Call went out in the fall for 2027. So again, bridges are something you plan pretty far ahead. And so there were 401 applications. They were looking for $515 million, all told. And what was available was $80 million. So we are not scratching the surface in terms of what we need, the demand is out there.
And the mechanisms that are set up for funding of bridges really don't allow for local bridges that don't see a lot of traffic to get any work. It's just the nature of how funding, when it's rationed, it goes to the bigger roads like Genesee Road here behind me, stands a lot better chance than a Francis Road that's closed to not get funded. Those bridges are going to suffer, and I've seen that happen time and time again.
There's possibly some hope for local bridges. More than $3 billion road funding package is making its way through the state's legislature. In the plan, there's $100 million set aside for local bridges.